Good evening. Surprise! We're able to come up tonight, folks. Welcome in. Flying with Mike tonight. It's kind of an interesting flight. I actually had something else up my sleeve planned tonight. But, those other virtual airlines I fly with, and by the way, I see I oopsed and I got to make a quick change. Hey, we got to do these things sometimes on the fly. Welcome to live stream where you just don't get that edit. All right, well, you'll get it next time. We'll just do it this way so you can see who we're flying for. Yes, we flew for them Monday. We're doing a special flight today. Like I said, I had something else up my sleeve. We'll see. Well, we won't get to that tonight. We just might rearrange some things. You don't know this, but tomorrow there could be a second flight. So we just might put what's up my sleeve tonight, tomorrow, or keep what's up my sleeve for tomorrow out there, which I haven't released yet. I know, confusing. Welcome to Flying with Mike. Glad to have you aboard. And, well, I see I screwed up in another area. Doggone it. Yeah, this is not Fort Lauderdale to Philadelphia. Instead, till I get that changed, my total, again, gaff. I got everything that was really pertinent, but of course I always miss. Where is that? Hang on. Oh, I know what I'm trying to do. I'm sorry. I got lost in what I was trying to do and had to pull the map out to figure out where I was. And I'm still there is where I'm trying to find myself. Oh my goodness. May 60 years old be better for you than it has really been for me here of late. Wow. Yeah. But hey, welcome in. We'll get to what I'm here, why we're not doing what I wanted in a momenta. Hang on. Here you go. Now, how did it get to say? Oh, I'm going to hurt something. All right, what's going on? What did I type? Oh, that's my bad. That's not even the next flight. Oh, Lord, am I so far behind? All right. Well, since I kind of preluded, yeah, next flight's tomorrow, 1600 Zulu. Hey, those of you that like the MD-11 want to learn a little bit about it, we're flying it tomorrow, Phoenix to Oakland. And then I have something up my sleeve. I really don't want to dig it up because I need to change that now. Yeah, better, because it's confusing as all get out if people type it. Hang on. Oh boy, I thought I got everything. Okay, well, this just is just, yeah. Okay, welcome to Flying with Mike, where you never know what the heck Flying with Mike is up to. Just double checking real quick. Yeah, I do have it set properly in here. That's all that matters for now. All right, wait, we're going to be flying to Burlington, Vermont. I thought about Pittsburgh. We've been there with this airline. So I thought, you know what? Let's head north. We haven't been to Burlington with this airline. We've been to Burlington, but not with this airline. So that's why I chose it. All right, now that I've got my screens all discombobulated here, hang on a second. There we go. All right, so I hope you enjoy. Why this flight superseded my trick up my sleeve? Well, this airline, Virtual American, they didn't. The system, Virtual American, which is part of a organization called Fusion Airlines. It's about a half a dozen, maybe more airlines they represent, and American being one, Piedmont being another. Now, don't let Piedmont fool you. It's kind of an amalgamation of many historical airlines now. Well, they're not necessarily gone, but in their essence, they're gone. Piedmont itself is still in existence in regional operations, but it was part of U.S. Airways. They were their own airline, along with Allegheny and PSA. They came together and began U.S. Airways. And at that point, they relegated to regional service, Dash 8s, Embraers, a whole hodgepodge of aircraft you could find in the regional side. But the airline U.S. Airways 737s, I think they had Airbuses. Don't quote me on that when they started. 727s. They took pretty much their main fleets and made it U.S. Airways. Okay, we're not doing a history lesson. You want to learn what became of what happened with American Airlines. You can go and do the digging. It's a little shocking, just to let you know. That another little startup airline, U.S. Airways was really not a little startup airline. It kind of was, but it really, when you boil it down, they've been around quite a bit, the airlines that came together to make it. So, but you can do your own history lesson. I'm not doing it for you. I've done it a lot. Look in past videos. But anyway, we are going to take off from here, head on up. We're going to be on VATSIM, I think, and we're testing out their ACARS system for the VAMSys system. 2.0 has released, and if you're familiar with, and I've warned you, read the documentation before you go, okay, I'll join. I'm not trying to sell you away, but I am trying to warn you. One of their big tenets is, no, it's not to piss you off. No, it's realism. As you know, they're taking that main title that flight simulation here on the PCs have had, as real as it can get. They're pushing it as hard as they can. Now, I'd like them to be as real as they can get, and I'd like to make some money, but that part ain't coming. So, but anyway, that's what we're testing out. I'm kind of curious because we fly for Pan Am Virtual, how this is going to play with them. And I've alerted the CEO. That's about as far as my alerts usually go. So I know he's a busy man. We're getting into a pretty busy season for all of us. As Halloween grows nearer, so do everything else. So anyway, that's today's flight. So without further ado, let's get up here and get this thing ready to go so we can skidoo. Airbus 319. Now, we're really not here to test out the new Airbus and the new X-plane. By the way, we are in beta 5, so if you are up to getting betas and you haven't done so, when you log in, guess what? You're going to get a beta. I'm not going to go through them on this flight. Sometimes I'm confused more when I read it than probably should be, but it's a little confusing, this one. With AirNac and all, I'm like, wait a minute, that's what Navigraph does. So I'm a little confused in that arena. But that's okay. It doesn't take much to confuse me. Heck, you saw that earlier. We had stuff all over the place wrong. So, hey, I hope you enjoy. And I hope you enjoy. We're not going to be looking at the ACAR system. I'm just kind of looking at it in the background. However, some things that were brought to my attention in the Discord for Fusion Airlines, I want to see, and that I will show. So I hope. We're hoping the graphics won't be the problem with SimBrief. Could be. We never know. So, but anyway, let's get this bird up and going, shall we? We've got a little bit of the basics going. The batteries are on. We checked the cockpit voice recorder, the engine and APU fire checks. Fuel pumps are off, and we're going to do a quick Sim Toolkit brief. So you're, okay, I hate when it does that. There it goes. So you're about as lost as I am on this flight. Oh, I mean, in the same no. All right, look at that nice little A319 getting ready to touch down. Supposedly that's our aircraft 12028. Never seen it, don't know. Payload for today to Burlington, 22,050 pounds. Block fuel, well, will be around that number, 13,350. I'm going to say at least 400, if not 600. And I'll explain why. You'll see here in a minute. 98 people, 4,900 pounds of cargo. Let's call that relative. We'll see how that works out. Here's our route. Ditch, Lugi, Hana, Lund, Bizik, Camden or Cambridge direct to the airport. We'll see how that all works out. 35 on the cost index. What? 39,000? No way. How far have we got? Well, it's 347 miles. Very possible. Wow. Would have never guessed that one, but we'll find out. All right, once again, here's what it looks like. We show DC Center. Now, we came in Monday under New York Center. And yeah, New York Center. And I don't know who actually controls Philly. Maybe they don't either. I just don't know. So, weather here in Philadelphia, winds are out of the north, kind of northwest, 330 at 15. Still very windy here. We had the same conditions inbound, just on the other side of north, towards the easterly side. 10-mile visibility, clear, 15 degrees outside, so make sure you got your gloves and hat on. Oh, wait, no, that's Celsius. 59, oh, you still might. Some of you at 59 degrees may need that too. So we are getting closer and closer to winter. And other than that, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood here of Philadelphia. Up in Burlington, it is fall, folks, and now is what we're taking. A lot of people seeking the fall colors. 040 at 4, 10-mile visibility, clear. It's a little chilly up there, 48 degrees Fahrenheit, 9 degrees on that Celsius gauge. So, we'll see. Bear with me a second. In my haste, I also didn't do this, but I already knew that. Verified. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're late on that, so let's go 0026. Where's data flight at? Data flight, DOF, where are you? Oh, there you are. Is it 16 or 17? 17. RVR, we'll put it 75. You know, we got to have an RVR. It's clear. I mean, my gosh, I got to fly with the instruments. What do you mean I got to try to land this thing in clear weather? What? That's not in my contract. All right. Whoop, one more thing. All right, we are set. Hope you've all enjoyed seeing the map and got an idea where we're going. We're not stopping for directions along the way, so here we go. All right, with that all loaded now y'all know we're going to come down here. You're going, why are we at the radios? Because. Gonna go to the mechanical button and go up a couple to put our fuel load in. Fuel load estimate. £13,354. Let's go 600. And that's what I mean. I'm buffering it to be a little on the safe side. Okay, the fuel truck's on its way. Let's go to the next one. We're going to go ahead, click load. Yes, I know it said 4,900 pounds. Let's see what we really need. $98 peeps. All right, so how do we know what's right, what's wrong? Well, we come over to the weight and balance, set current. 11,598. Oh, we need about 1,000. We need about 5. Let's just put 200 in each side and see how that does. So we'll go back, click mechanic. This time, be very careful to make sure you click the minus sign. I did that once, and believe it or not, the icing trucks came out. Not the ice cream truck, the de-icing trucks. So be careful. Mine are animated, so it takes a little bit. Kind of a bummer, yeah. All right, now let's take a look over here. Hit set the current. Ooh, 11,998. I think we're off by about 45 pounds. We'll attribute that to a lap kit. Oh, that'd be a little heavy lap kit. Anyway. All right, so we're set here. Cool. That's what we want. And let's see where we are on the refueling. When he pulls away, I'm going to go ahead. Try to remember to do the caterers. All right, let's see here. So we've done, okay, we can't do the APU, but we can do the cockpit lights. They all look nice and bright. Nice and bright down here, nice and bright down here. Now, I'm going to ask, it's going to seem like a little weird request. Has anyone had trouble with Zibo here clearing out your preset camera positions? That's what I call them, cameras. You may call them preset whatevers. But when you like use your num key to go around, are you guys finding that every time the update today changed to 2, but it didn't change this airplane, so I don't get that. What's up with Zibo on that? And I don't know if maybe that's a working issue or not. I don't know. I'm just curious, throwing it out there. And they'll probably say, hey, quit smoking drugs. Okay, I get that. But no, I don't. All right, fuel truck's gone. Hang on. All right, we can first get the APU started, or at least into start mode. Now, the cool thing is you can either go here, click autos, or you can go here, click ToLiss and the ISCS, or you can come over here and click ISCS ground service, do all of that too. So you got a couple of options, you choose. I'm just doing it from here because I haven't done it in a while. All right, and in case I need to make a call, let's see. we can't see the status because we got to clear it off. There we go. Flaps open. Start them. There go the caterers. Bye. Means we're one step closer. All right, let's do it. APU's spooling up. Once it's done and ready, we're going to just blast through here. So be ready. Again, we are in Philadelphia. Trip is headed to Burlington, Vermont. So, you know what I could be doing? I think I will connect. What the heck are we on? AAL 3287. And we're a lovely A319. I don't know if we have ATC, because usually when it does that, we do not. So we'll see if we get pinged for it. 1534, we'll get that here real quick. 1534. Up. I got a feeling they don't want to talk to us. That's cool. I don't want to talk to you either. No. All right. Where did we leave off at? Oh, yeah, the APU is available. Bleeds on. All right. And final checks here. We didn't do it, so we're just going to race through it here real quick. Okay, cockpit doors unlocked. Spoilers are down. No white ribbon. Spoilers are up. Engine masters off and selector on normal. We have 1534 in. For now, we'll leave that as is, but I am going to grab the .ctaf just in case. 18,500. All right, so that's going to get us a little closer. All right, and with the APU on, I do have the jetway to the plane, correct? All right, we are boarding, folks. So that means we need to be doing some stuff like going to status, then nav, wait for the on-bat to go off. Okay, and the third one. All right, everything else good. Landing auto, fault. Okay, we're set to put in our initialization information. Okay, good till the 29th. Clear that. Set that, and I'm going to set this one just on the outset. We use it. Let's go to init. If you've got your aircraft, if you've got your ToLiss aircraft individual, I'm talking A319, A320, A321, 339, 346, hut. If you've got them set, read the manuals, because there are 3 questions for what you want to set this up to be able to do. And I can't answer that for you. Read the manual. It's pretty simple, straightforward, but it's up to how you want it. Not how flying with Mike or how flying with whoever flies their plane. It's what you're comfortable with. And understand what you're getting. Kind of like if you're looking at Virtual American, same thing. If you're looking to join, read the documentation. Understand what you're about to get into. What they're moving another step up in realism. with Pegasus 2. Now, whether that trickles down to all the other VAs that may use this system, not Fusion, I'm talking like Pan Am Virtual and several others out there, not associated to Fusion, how that affects these airlines. All right, so I'm not going to bring it up here. We're just going to go with it. We're not going to do that. Come on, Mike. Click the map. There we go. Parking gate cords. We're in Bravo 5. 3952.5. Okay, so up 1. Whoop, too many. 3952.5 north. Longitudinally, we are looking at 7514.6 west. 7514.6 west. 3952.5, 7514.6. Align and wind. All right, cool thing now. We're going to go to the next page. Head over here, double check our numbers, back to weight and balance. 112, I'm 2 pounds. Ah, gosh, can we live with 2 pounds? I don't know. I don't know. Can we live with just 2 pounds over? I don't know. 13.8 or 13.6 we'll put in. And if you watch the takeoff and landing weights, they will change slightly. See? All right. And everything else looks good. Go to flight plan. All right. Departure out of here. We are looking at, hang on, the current information real world Zulu for departures shows departing 27 left and runway 35. We could get in the air off 35. Not doing it. I'll take 27 left. Thank you very much. All right, so 27 left. Do we have a departure? Yes, we do. Looks like the, oh, that was, I got myself turned around again. All right, well, that's a nice, easy takeoff. Boy, yeah, we'll take it. Add. All right, where are we going on this? Hang on. To ditch. Okay. Okay, so we'll come over here. We'll click departure. 7 left, 12, just shy of 12,000 feet. And we're going to do the Philadelphia 4 departure. There are no transitions to it, even when I look at the chart. They don't list any. Just a whole bunch of VORs and stuff in the area. So, actually, I don't. Oh, there's ditch. So, insert. All right. We have currently 4 minutes to alignment. And I always do this. You know that, Luigi, Hana, Lund. Let's just start going up the list. Bizik, Cambridge. All right, and Cambridge is here, and here's where we're going right now. We're looking at 3-3. The winds are 020 at 8 minutes ago. Do they have ATIS? No, they don't. 10 miles clear. So currently a north landing looks pretty good. And with that, we do not have any standard arrivals. However, we have 9 approaches, of which many are to runway 33. This is going to be pretty close to a straight in. I'm going to just look at some RNAVs. No. Oh, okay. Let me go back to Yankee. You know what? I think I am just going to do the ILS. Oh, yeah, we'll just do the ILS from JNUD. All right. So here's what we do. We just go to BTV, arrival, ILS tree, no stars. I don't know if we have a VIA. I don't know if that's going to put us in a hold. It might. We're about to find out. Oh, I don't think so. All right, let's go clear and clear. They want us to go something different, they'll tell us. So click and click, looking good down the line. All right, we'll hold at BTV. Is that correct? Looking at the chart. Yep. I didn't know that was south of the airport. Wow. Okay. And then if we have to go to our alternate, if we just have to go visit Manchester, we will. Oh no, Boston now. Why did it change? Interesting. Interesting, the change. Now it's Boston. Okay, cool. Yeah, and I thought we figured this up. It was going to go to Manchester, which is weird. I mean, it could go there, don't get me wrong, but it's just kind of weird. All right, now why did I leave this one in? Basically so that I can get established, autopilot on and everything, and then we can go direct ditch. Or ATC can tell us where to go. All right, and next up, RadNav. Oh, the GPS just aligned. You can see them swinging in. Okay, clear. We got a good comeback if we have to on the ILS. And perf. Oops, dang it. Did not want to do that. Click tree. All right. Takeoff performance. I'm curious, did Black Box ever do Philadelphia? I'm thinking probably not. He always surprises me, though. He didn't surprise me this time. Nope, he didn't do Philadelphia. That's cool. And by the way, again, congratulations to Black Box 711. He has decided to hang up his real world wings after many years in the cockpit. Congrats and best wishes to you. He is a flight simmer, by the way, also. And a lot can be learned if you watch his streams. He is a European streamer, so you can learn from a European pilot the practices over there, if you're curious. All right, now our practice here is going to be getting this information correct real quick. All right, departure 350, 350, 13. Let's get it right. What is it, 13 on the ATIS 13 minutes ago? Gusts to 25, 10-mile visibility, temperature to 14. What? Wow. That's a big difference. And 30, 29.99. 29.9. Dun, dun, dun. I hate when it does that. 29. Come on. Not. All right, let me look at the METAR real quick. Okay, they match. Okay. Anti-ice, everything else looks good. Air conditioning on. Compute. That looks like a good takeoff to me. 7,400 feet of runway afterwards. Yep, I think we'll just go with that. Click uplink. Make the changes. 29.99. Yeah, we can't change the temperature, unfortunately. 350. Diagonal 13. We're going flaps 1, so let's request. Now, the first set of data that will come up is your toga, meaning full power. Flex means you're flexing the power back to a where the engines think it's 68 degrees outside Celsius. I think. I don't think that's Fahrenheit. Click flex. 130, 130, 133. Looks good. Insert. All right, I like to just back it off 128. It helps me just to get ready to pull the stick. And up for transition looks good. Everything looks good. Boom. And there you go, folks. We're ready to go ourselves. Just got some stuff in the middle to do here real quick. Go ahead and turn the landing system on real quick. Click over to 99. VOR, FD, okay, constraints. And we'll go just in case. Even though it's a clear day, you know, we just might need to do an instrument. All right, technically, unless we get ATC, actually, the top altitude is assigned by ATC out of here. Currently, we're 39,000. That's where we're going unless told otherwise. All right, set and set. Arc, plan, okay. I'm sorry, arc and arc there. Anti-skid, nose wheel steering on. Gear down, 3 green. Switching switches, these 4 right at the top middle, all pointing upwards to 12 o'clock. What do you say? We go fly. All right, hang on. Will it let me? No, it won't. Start flight. Haha, I didn't forget. All right, well, we're going to see how this works. Azul, welcome in, sir. By the way, Azul is out there. He streams quite a bit. What airport were you at? I could not tell. Was that Ontario or was that PHOG? And I can't think of the name. Kailua? Yeah, I was paying attention. I just never got a chance to get back and see the answer. Hello, Mr. Azul. Lilu. Oh, north of Oahu. Okay, cool. And that was a good one. I almost thought you were at O'Hare or O'Hare, um, Oahu. And we got some nice tunes playing in the background. That's awesome. I'm kind of getting into the music here. I'm kind of getting lost. Oh, wait, we got to go fly. Okay, that's not me, so. All right, we're just waiting on those little boogers to get out of here, which they'll be doing here momentarily. Oh, wait a minute. Is this American Airlines doing this? It is. I don't know. Azul, can you hear the music? It's kind of low, but that could be because I got it turned down here on my end. That's pretty good, American. That's pretty good. Thank you. Hopefully it's not copyrighted. All right, so let's get this thing going. They're away. All we got left is the main door. Let's get, let's see. No, you can't. Oh, you can't hear it. Dang it. I'm trying to think where it would be on here. Okay. Yeah, it's coming through for me. That's awesome. It's very, like I said, low on my end, so. That's cool. I was wondering about that. All right, let's get down here, punch over to Saitek. And let's get going. That's pretty cool. That's a reminder too. Let's see. I need to come over here. McDo, Atsu, AOC. Next page. Bravo 5. Zolo. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Now Zulu. Not Sulu, Zulu. Okay, we'll come back. Oh. All right, let's get going. Beacon on. Fuel pumps coming on. And away with that jetway.
Ground to cockpit, please show me where you want to go. Ground to cockpit, tow is driving up.
Some doors are still opened or the GPU or the ASU are still connected. I'm waiting for all of them closed and disconnected, then I will proceed.
Oh.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Picky. Just because you can't drive through the cord? Come on. I'm just enthralled with this Pegasus system. That's pretty cool.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Oh, if I get popped for for this music, I'm gonna be upset.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
All right, APU bleed off. Okay, flaps 1, rudder trim.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
All right, going through this quickly. Pitch trim. Up a 04. Okay, APU off. Okay, elapsed time to run. And terrain radar, not yet, but we'll get it at the runway. Oh, oh. Philadelphia traffic, American 3287 taxiing to runway 27 left. Take November all the way down there. All right, we are ready. Let's get terrain radar on. Philadelphia traffic, American 3287 departing 27 left, Sierra 2. Alright, V1, we're rotating. Positive brake gears coming up. Well, that was a pretty good guess. All right, that's gonna take a little getting used to. All right, well, again, thanks for joining us. Thanks for being a part of Flying with Mike. Welcome aboard. All right, so welcome aboard. Again, the main reason I'm flying this flight, I had a different one, like there's McGuire right off the nose. The reason for this flight is mainly to see how this ACAR system, this new one, works 2.0.1 with the airlines that are part of VAMSYS, VAMSYS, as many of us call it. I'm going to tell you, so far I'm kind of intrigued by it. There are some things that give airlines like Virtual American, and again, hey, I'm not going to dissuade you to join them, but I want you to understand, read documentation, because they are one of those airlines that are trying their best to be as real as they can without paying us. No, seriously, they are really striving to get us to fly better. And, you know, that's one other way to look at it, to fly better. One of the new features, and I'm looking to see how this is the stabilized approach. You know, we always have stabilized approaches here. Come on, Flying with Mike. We always do. Hang on, let me push my nose in, Pinocchio. So yeah, that's going to be interesting, and it'll take it a few weeks, they said, before it's fully implemented. Point-wise, how much they deduct or add or what, how they're going to do this, but we'll see it, they said, in our PyReps. We'll find out in about an hour or so. I know I don't have it up there yet. We're 46 minutes out, so that's what we're doing. I had to do this anyway because I do want to fly a flight with the Piedmont Virtual Historical Airlines site they have here in the next few days or weeks. Since we were so in tune with the flight and doing everything by the book, we forgot to start the ACARS system. Well, the funny part to that story is we actually started the actual physical application. We never hit that little start button. Yeah. 4 hours later, we're like, oh, great. Oh, well. Hey, it just means we get to fly again. Hey, what's wrong with that? Darn, I forgot to log it in my logbook. So, anyway, but again, tomorrow, I know there's a few of you that like it when I take it in the air. The MD-11 is going to fly tomorrow, Phoenix to Oakland for FedEx. And we'll see about what the second flight will be. I haven't announced it yet. Kind of waiting to see what kind of time we have. I'm talking with the wife and all. Well, we'll talk with her a little later tonight, but we'll get that ironed out. Since we didn't fly what was up my sleeve tonight, you never know. That might be tomorrow. Who knows? Or I may come up with yet something else. Oh, but yeah, today we're flying for American or Virtual American Airlines. I highly, if you click the link, you get there, read, understand what you're signing into. It's not super scary, but to some of you new pilots, this is not an airline to be taking very lightly. You may love American, but they may make it to where you hate American. So just, read through, understand what, you're about to embark on. It's a great airline. I enjoy flying with them. Like I said, I'm kind of interested in what this stabilized approach looks like. If you fly an ILS, you're gonna pretty much be stable. Now, where it gets tricky is when you turn the autopilot off. So, again, just a forewarning. I don't mean to scare anyone off, anything like that, but I don't want you to get in there and hate it because it is so strict. I actually had troubles in the beginning because they were gigging me for bounces, even though they weren't bad bounces. They were like 200 and 300 foot. The aircraft settling on the runway, and yeah, they were gigging me, and it was kind of starting to tick me off. But I basically took a step back, took a breath, and realized this is, I'm trying to think of the words I want here, and just went at it fresh, like that's what we do here. So the challenge is to get it on the ground, You know, now I will say this, since then we've seen bounces, I've bunny hopped them. I think they've kind of tuned that to where I'm not as much, you know, put off by it. So just realize that. You know, we're here to have fun, and that is the name of the game. Period. End of discussion. At the end of the day, did you have fun? If you say yes, then, you know, success. If you say no, what was wrong? Okay, we're through 33,000, just about climbing up to our cruise 39. Really don't know how far we're going to get on that. We'll find out. I'm going to actually look at some data here. Okay, well, we're just about over New York City. Let me look at some Toolkit. They're a lot easier. Stop. Well, okay, yeah, Cambridge will be about where top of descent is. Wow. Okay, well, we're gonna make sure so we can get in, be in that groove they're looking for, and see how this looks when we get on the ground, if I can remember. Hope you enjoy the flight, folks. It's been a pleasure. We just departed Philadelphia, headed to Burlington, and again, it's not a flight that I really wanted to pull off right now, but with new software and all, I thought it'd be a smart thing to kind of get it under my belt, because, you know, with Pan Am Virtual, and I don't like talking about other VAs on this, but they're one of, you know, they are part of the VATSIM system, and there are going to be questions, no doubt. In my mind, there are going to be questions, and being that I'm sort of kind of running the Pan Am side of the house, yeah, I know, Pan Am Virtual, and there's a Pan Am side of the house. Who'd have ever figured that? Well, there's also a TWA house on the other side. Who'd have ever thought those two would come together? Woo. But hey, I want to be able to help people out if they run in, you know, with what I did to get it to work. Now, the problem will be if they're in that other sim, I don't fly it. I don't plan to, don't want to. And that will be the challenge. X-Plane, it's pretty simple. Just fire it up and we were good. All right, so looking at the present speed. Oh, we're looking at about 35 minutes to Burlington, Vermont. Last time we were in Burlington, Vermont, we were in a Cessna 172 on X-Plane in an event for, quote, quote, X-Plane. And it was actually quite fun. Got in trouble. I kind of figured that. But with ETC. But, you know, we can all say, what's new? But, hey, we had a blast. And again, if you can't walk away and not say you had fun, you did something wrong. Because that's what this is all about. Relaxing, enjoying, having fun. Work is a pain in the rump. School can be a pain in the rump. Life can be a pain in the rump. This should not. So, we come here to relax, enjoy, great fellowship with other pilots out there, and just try to have a good time. So, all right, enough of me. Let's get going. 30 some minutes to go. And we'll be in Burlington, and that will be the end of the flight. We'll do a little bit at the end, post-flight wise, both with Elevatech, SimTech, Sim Toolkit, but we'll also kind of show off, maybe, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. We'll see if I can't bring Pegasus in, so you all can see it. Not me, thank goodness. I get into enough trouble of my own. Quite a bit of centers up. Looks like DC is up. I don't know, by the way, where Friday night ops is tomorrow, but hopefully not where we're going. So I don't like it. So, oh, what do we got here? Automod caught somebody trying to do something. Hang on. What are you trying to do? All right, they were spamming. All right. I'm also proud to announce, hey, the bad weather site is back. So if you're looking for bad weather, there actually is there is actually a place where you can go to say, where's the bad weather at? You ain't finding it in the U.S. here. It's been kind of quiet except on the coasts and Phoenix. But yeah, it's been one of those weird kind of years. Hopefully we're not going to pay for it. Especially since no hurricanes well, one got close, but I mean, they weren't even forecast. Oh, what do we got here? Oh no, Boston Center says come down to 11,000 feet. Didn't even get the seatbelt sign. Okay, we're 100 miles out. First thing we're gonna do is set up our arrival screens. And did we buy? Oh, we got a company message. Oh, it worked. It worked. McDo, Atsu, received from American Airlines. Ground power, yes. Where are we going? Gate assignment for flight arriving is unknown, but they do have ground power and air. Yay. All right, yay is all I can say to that, folks. All right, let's get over here and get the weather loaded in. 58 minutes ago, so it's got a chance of changing on us. 30:02, 30.02. Temperature there, raw 8. Wind 020 at 5. All right, the ILS today, we got a different, some different numbers. Wow, little, probably because of the high altitude, the Adirondacks or whatever they call them up there. We're looking at minimums of clouds have to be higher than 274 feet. In our case, we just round up to 300 to be safe, and 3/4 of a mile call the ball mav. 40 on the RV R. Okay, equal time point. Now they said to come down to 11, so that's what we're gonna start doing. Now we can leave the seatbelt sign on or off until we'll do it about 25,000 feet. So that way we can sell some liquor back there and try and bring some kind of money to the airline. Final steps. All right. So we don't have a gate assignment. All right, well, we'll get the gate information from FlightAware, if there is any. FlightAware, there you are. Gate number 6. Well, if we get off at Alpha, we'll be right there at Hotel not too long after. Cool. Works for me. Right, when we reach the squiggly line, our descent will begin to get greater. So we'll see how that works out. Kind of a quiet night before the storm, maybe, out here in Boston. Well, I don't know what, like I said, I don't know where Friday night ops is. I try to stay clear of it because it just gets way too crazy. So we'll see. We'll see what we've got. But I can right now guarantee you the MD-11 is slated to fly, God willing. All right, folks, just doing a quick clip here. All right. Well, we're getting ready to come in. We're at 31,000. Easing on down. How far to Cambridge? 41 miles. Well, behalf of Flying with Mike, I would like to say, hang on a second, I just noticed something and I know why we didn't hear it. Azul Flight Company, Azul, rated us about an hour ago. Thank you so much. And thank you for being a part of Flying with Mike. We sure appreciate you. We thank everyone out there for being a part of Flying with Mike. Again, we're due into Burlington here in the next, 20 minutes or so. So just kind of relax, enjoy the flight. It is Friday. Hope your night is going well. Ruh-roh. I think Sim Toolkit's not having a good day. Let's try something. Well, that's working. Oh, I bet you I know why. There we go. I was gonna say, it looks like it's working. So, but anyway, we've had a great day. I hope your week has gone well. And we should be on the ground here, as it says up there, in about the next 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Like I said, this will be the only flight I'll do tonight. Tomorrow, we're looking at least an MD-11 from Phoenix to Oakland. And maybe something else, or I may come up with something totally that I don't have written down. So, who knows? Hey, there was some flight sim news today, and I haven't tried it out yet. I need to. SimBrief now is going to tell you if the route you're on is a real world route. So you don't have to, well, you're just usually out of luck trying to find real world routes that the carrier or any of the airlines fly that you're going to do over there. They've been doing it here in the U.S. for quite a while, both FlightAware and SimBrief, and I'm pretty sure the other one, Flight 24, whatever radar. Sorry, butchering your name. I just don't use you a lot, and I do apologize. I'm more FlightAware. But yeah, we can get real world flights. So who knows? Maybe I'll pull something out of the hat over there. I've got a couple flights that we could be doing. So yeah, who knows? but it is a it's been just absolutely beautiful here in the St. Louis area where I'm from. Matter of fact, it's supposed to get nasty tomorrow. It looks like it is, and some of the folks that regulars here that I'm looking, we'll have to kind of see. We're hoping, fingers. Hey, you know, I'm going to go ahead. It's going to be a little weird. Ask for prayers that we have good weather on Sunday. We have tickets to something here in St. Louis, and really important to my wife, and I really hope we have good weather. So, yeah, so there won't be a flight on Sunday. Yeah, I could try to sneak one in, but you know, when we sneak one in, it just doesn't ever feel right. And what did we say in the beginning? If you come out of it and you're just not all that happy or that relaxed or, you know, whatever, anything but just, really? It's like my job. No, that's not what flight simming's all about, folks. We're here to relax, enjoy, have fun, enjoy the fellowship. And if we can't do that, then it's not worth going up. And that's why I'm not going up on Sunday. So, but I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it too, just because I know. But again, yeah, we're just hoping for some good weather. We're talking about an inch of rain on Saturday, so we'll see. And that's if you believe what's on your computer. So. All right, we're at about 25,000. I'm going to go ahead, start them into their seats. Now, the flight we're on, by the way, you know what? Fooled myself. I believe it was a 22:46 departure time. I was thinking local. Yeah. No, I was thinking Zulu, but thinking it wrong. What I was thinking is we were getting ready to go into the new day with it and all of that. Oh, no. That would have been 5 o'clock. Well, no. Well, it would have been an hour behind what I was, at least. So, anyway. Oh, well. You know, that's the fun thing about time zones. And there's some funny stories I could tell you. Not going to. Unless bribed. No, sorry. All right. Well, we are 11 minutes out. If you haven't put a prediction in yet, shame on you. It's exclamation mark, lowercase, predict, space, and a negative number. Love to see it. Love to see your what you think I'm gonna do. All right, I'll be totally honest. I've got one in. You may have seen it already. I'm more worried about stable approach. Just because we're testing some things out on our end, not for the airline. They've already embarked on a long testing of this. So, but we're about 10 minutes out, so flight attendants, ladies and gentlemen, we've begun our descent into Burlington, Vermont. Weather in Burlington is just absolutely beautiful. Temperature 8 degrees Celsius, wind 020 at 5, clear skies, beautiful evening for you. Hope you enjoy the fall leaves, and thanks for choosing American. Flight attendants, prepare us for landing. And if you're looking for a virtual airline, hey, if you're on Twitch, you can see this. Check out Virtual American. www.virtual.aal.com. Back all of that up. If you want to join or check them out, go to www.virtual-aal.com. virtual-aal.com. And again, make sure you read through it so you're comfortable. You're going, okay, I can live by this, because this is one of those virtual airlines where they are kind of strict about things, about tail numbers, about aircraft being correct, and all. I mean, there's a lot. And hey, that's how they want to be. Great. If you don't think that's up to you, there's 1,000 other VAs out there you could look at. So don't let that discourage you. But we're coming into, well, no, we're direct Janud and planning a Gate 6 in Burlington. Several months ago, about several months ago, we flew Cessna 172 here, next plane, up in the Burlington area. It was kind of fun, even though I got in trouble with the controller and forgot to put some scenery in. Well, hey, we still made it work. I think I surprised them that there's actually an airport. Don't think they were expecting that. I wasn't either. 19,000. $30.02. All right, we're going to go ahead, set up, and we're trying to get down. We're going down lower. How low do we have to go? Oh, 7. There we go. kind of shocked. I'm going to say it, not going to say it yet, but I'm just kind of shocked on this route. Just really shocked in a good way. So, but yeah, I was looking for a short route to, one, for the time that we had, but two, to be able to see how this Pegasus 2.0.1 ACAR system is. I'm going to say it's kind of unique. I don't know, and I'm going to find out here shortly if you all could hear it or not, but wow, that was interesting. So, all right, the wife just got home. Got some things to fill her in with here in a minute. As we descend in and try and do a stable approach. We do that all the time here flying with Mike. Shouldn't be a hard thing. I can hear people going, yeah, right. uh, but we got our American Airlines information. Unfortunately, no gate for this one. That's okay. We looked it up. It's number 6. And we're just a little ways away, about 16 miles. I'm thinking about increasing, actually. Okay, hang on. We're going to do this. And all right, let's get LS on. All right, we don't have the localizer active yet. We'll get the spoilers in. Hear the engines whining.
2,500.
Okay, I don't see my runway. We're supposed to have 10-mile visibility here.
2,000. $2,500.
All right, since we're getting clouds we weren't expecting. Broken 11,000. Should be long gone from these. Okay, that's cool. Okay, 3,800, made that. Think I got a runway, but we'll get under this base here and see. $118.3. Yeah, I got the runway.
$2,500.
Yeah, Burlington traffic, American 3287, approximately 8-mile final 33. Runway in sight.
$2,000.
All right, and we knew that cloud was going to be a problem. All right, now let y'all enjoy the landing.
1,000. $500. $400.
Okay, we'll be landing.
100 above.
300.
Minimum.
Glide slope.
200.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Retard.
10.
5.
Burlington traffic, American 3287 off 33 to gate 6. All right, so I have sent it to the airline. Sorry for that little quietness there. I just want to look. Hang on. Okay, hang on. I'm just kind of preempting this. Why is it being reviewed? Oh. Dang it. All right, well, I'm just taking a look here. All right, so I'm just looking over the data. Anyway, hey, it was a good flight. The airline said, yeah, they're not saying it's there. It's probably because it's under review for the aircraft I used. Okay. All right. So let's look at it from Elevatech and see how we did. Sorry for that, folks. Just curious, trying to see what we did, how we did, and all that good stuff. By the way, this is what we're watching for tomorrow. It's a long way to go. Actually, for Saturday. My bad. Tomorrow's Friday. Oh, wait. I'm all discombobulated. I gave you all, it's Friday. I hope you enjoy it. No, my goodness. Well, for a good majority of you, I would be right, but oh my gosh, I'm so discombobulated here. Sorry about that. Let's get in it. You know what? Let's just do what we do best. Let's just stick to this. All right, here's the flight. Again, nice and easy. Good flight. I enjoyed it. Landing rate 295, 107 knots, 1.4 Gs. Not bad at all. And if we zoom into Burlington, look at that, square on. Wow, I had a feeling it was going to be close. That's awesome. A couple feet off the center line, right smack dab in the center. Just on our part, a little slow. Should have had about 15, 20 knots to that we should have been, but we would have probably had that number way down. So let's find out with Sim Toolkit, our official scorekeeper. And by the way, let's see, we're in this gate right here. But that was not, oh, you all didn't even see that. I clicked on it. Oh, no, I didn't. I realized what I clicked on. It was not Elevatech. Real quick, recap, real quick. We're going to zoom in and then talk about it. All right, so you can see where we touched down. Right there's the aiming point on the runway, right smack dab in the middle. We flew an hour and 3 minutes, 295, 107, 1.42 Gs. And again, we're in right there. Okay. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting it readied up for tomorrow. Elevatech out. Scorekeeping Sim Toolkit in. I'm going to get rid of that overlay. Hang on. All right. Let's complete the flight. Okay. All right. So we're at 356. Nice looking flight. Same as you saw in Elevatech. Hour and 19 minutes, 291 miles, 2,600 kilograms of fuel. Again, 1.48. Had we picked our speed up by about 20 knots, we would have been probably 1.08. But a beautiful landing nonetheless. Let's see how they scored us. 1,118 feet down the runway, just under 3 feet to the left of the center. Folks, that's a beautiful landing. That's where you want it to be. Again, wish we were a little faster, but that is what it is, and no complaints here. Number wise, pitch was 4.2. We had a, and I think I now know why. When I rolled the time back, we went back with the weather. So that might have been the weather at, I think we're at like 10, 11 o'clock this morning. So, wow. So, yeah, good numbers, good flight. We had a great time. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time. All right, now this is what the website looks like for Virtual American. And I don't think we're going to get it. Nope. All right, 404, not found. All right, well, bummer. Well, what I'll do then, oh, wait, no, we can't do that. We got to do that. And we'll just go back to the dashboard. And let me just, oh, I already closed out the site. So, but overall, they had us at 200, just shy of 300 feet a minute. Stable, looks like a stable approach. That's what I'm trying to figure out in it. And so, you know, I think this will be an okay thing for myself. But like I said, if you're thinking of joining, you know, it's, you know, I am not going to scare you away. If I am, I apologize. That's not my intent. But I do want you to be warned. I know many new pilots jump into VAs like this to get overwhelmed. And, you know, there are great ones out there that aren't as pushing you, you know, I mean, we all want you to make great landings, great flights, but, you know, you don't have to have these perfect approaches. Just go out and have fun. That's the name of the game. So, and if you do that, I guarantee you'll love flight simming. All right. And as John said in 6 verse 35, Jesus replied to them, I am the bread of life. Whoever comes to me will never be hungry again. Whoever believes in me will never be thirsty. Really, you know, think about that. If you're the hunger and the thirst he talks of, while can be physical, he's talking a hunger for Jesus, a hunger for the thirst to him to quench and for you to learn. So really, and you know, like I said, he is the fountain of life. So I hope you all have a great rest of your night here in the States. I know the rest of you are waking up, and yeah, I've been all turned around. It's Friday for you all, but we're still on Thursday here. So all right, so you all have a fantastic day. We will be up and flying. Game plan is by 1600 Zulu, 11 o'clock Central Daylight Time here in the U.S. And hope you enjoy the MD-11 tomorrow. Y'all have a wonderful, blessed night. God bless you all. We'll see you then.